Hey everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and setup of the Aqueon Betta Filter with natural plant. Now this filter is actually for aquariums 3 gallons and under. I am going to be using it in my 9-gallon behind me because the filter broke and I bought this last minute. So I am going to be using this. However, a lot of times things that have a range like that, they can actually be used in things a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller. But let's get right into unboxing. In this, you have a Betta filter with the natural plant, the suction cup base, air tubing, air adjustment valve, which is a very important thing to have, a check valve, also very important, and some tubing, suction cups, and then the instruction manual. It comes with absolutely everything you'll need except for the air pump. This is the Penplax AirTech 2K1. This is for aquariums about 10 gallons and under. Like all sponge filters, basically the pump just operates this and it pulls in the water and the debris gets caught in the sponge and then you can wash the sponge. But let's get right to opening it. I did actually remember to bring some scissors for this unboxing because I always forget them, but it looks like this might be the one time I don't need them. It is. If you remove just the little paper backing here, then you can see everything inside. So you should have seen that coming. So taking out the plant here, there is a little black suction cup on the bottom, the small sponge right here, and then of course it has the plant glued to the back there. So when you see it in your tank, that is what it will look like, and the little connector for the air tubing is right there in the front. Then on the other side of the packaging, you can see here, you have 2 suction cups for the tubing, your check valve. If your pump breaks, this will stop water from getting back into your pump and causing a lot of problems. You have a very lovely air adjustment valve. I'm always very impressed when something comes with this. This controls how much air gets from the pump and through it and into the sponge filter. So it helps you control how powerful your filter is. Now the next thing it has in here, of course, is the air tubing. Once again, it is very nice that this all comes with it. So you have a pretty decent amount of tubing. And lastly, in the very bottom here, we just have some instructions folded into a very tiny booklet. And I will show you how to set it up right now. So the first thing you're going to want to do when setting this up is you're going to want to pre-rinse everything. You want to make sure that it is clean as possible, and any dust or anything that may have occurred in travel, you want to make sure you wash that off. The next thing you're going to want to do is just remove the plastic off of the tubing. You're going to want to measure how much tubing you're going to need. How you do this is basically, for example, I'll be using this tank behind me just to show you. So what you want to do is you want to see where it would be at the substrate, how it would be if it was coming up out of the top, wherever the slot is, and then coming back down to wherever your pump will be. For me, this is a perfect amount, but if it's a little bit too long, then you can take some scissors and you can cut it and make a smaller size. The next thing you're going to want to do is take the end of your tubing and connect it to your air pump. It should go on very easily, and just push it right until you touch the base of the little sponge there, so it is nice and connected and isn't going anywhere. Now, in order to decide where to cut the tubing for the air adjustment valve, we'll do that first. You're going to need to measure it in your aquarium again. So if you place the thing approximately where the pump is going to sit in your substrate, then go up, then see where your tubing is going to come out of your tank, and then add a few inches and cut it there. So for me, it would be about here where I would cut. Now that you've had your 2 pieces, you're going to want to add the air adjustment valve. How you do this is just connect one piece to one side of the tubing and then one side to the other. Then you'll have your tubing kind of connected like this. Then you're going to want to make one more cut in your tubing. This can only be a few inches from where it connects to your tube. And you're going to want to add the check valve. It will clearly say on here in and out, and you want to make sure that your air is flowing in that direction. You want to connect the part that says out close to where your ornament is, and you want to connect the part that's in close to where your pump is. And then the end into your air pump.
Now it's time to go ahead and put it into your aquarium. It has the suction cup base, so if it can reach the bottom, it can stick to the bottom of the tank, but you can also use it to stick it to the side of the tank like I did. It worked better for me this way because my substrate is so thick due to my plants. After that, I just put the lid back on the tank and plugged in the air pump. Like I mentioned earlier with this air adjustment valve, you can adjust the flow of the filter by just rotating the little knob on top. This will determine how effective your filter works and also how many bubbles are coming out of it. If you are using it at the bigger range, it's probably best to have it turned up all the way.
And that is literally all there is to setting this up. I hope you enjoyed this video of me unboxing and setting this up. If you like this video and you want to see more setups, then make sure you check out my playlist that has a bunch of setups in it. That is all for today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, guys.